Okay, describe our family. Your family.
Say it again.
Describe your family.
Our family has 2 boys, 7 dogs, a mom, and a dad.
Okay, what faith do we consider ourselves a part of?
Our faith is Catholic.
How often do we attend religious service as a family?
We try to attend as often as we can.
Can you remember the first time that you talked about God with your kids?
Yes, the first time I talked about God with my kids is when they were born. And I told them how awesome it was that. Okay, you got to redo that one.
What?
Do we have to start from the beginning?
No, I'll just cut it out. Okay.
Okay.
Can you remember the first time that you talked about God with your kids? What was it like as a parent to bring Christ into the lives of your children?
The first time I talked to my boys about God was when they were born. And when they were old enough to understand what God and Christ was, it was amazing to tell them all about God and how He created them and how He would always be in their life.
Okay. Was there ever a discussion before children came along about raising children and how religion would play a part in that?
Yes, we agreed before we had children that we would raise them Catholic and have them attend Catholic schools so they would receive as much information about their faith in Christ as they could and get their full enjoyment of God.
What do you like? Why do you like the domestic church? Oh, my bad. Why do you think the domestic church is so important to the Catholic faith?
I think the domestic church is so important because when you take your children to church, they can feel the presence of God and really honor Him by being there and enjoy the Mass full.
What do we do? What do we do as a family to foster a domestic church? What could we start doing?
As a family, we sit down for dinner every night and we say a prayer before dinner and we talk about our day and how great God is. And to do that more, I think, would be helpful.
Do you think it's important to bring your children into a domestic church and have them follow religion?
Yes, I think it's very important to have them be as involved with God as possible, and giving them a strong faith, I think, is one of the best things you can do for the children, because they can always rely on that in hard times and know that God will get them through anything they are facing.
How do you think that if other families are struggling to build their family into a domestic church and struggling to or thinking about bringing their kid into the Catholic faith or any religion, how do you think they could do that or help?
I think a lot of families are just too busy and they don't realize how important faith is, and it just time gets away from them, and they don't spend the time to go to church and to talk about God and really instill a strong faith in them.
Would you do anything different to raise your children into the domestic church?
I would like to have them attend church more often every single Sunday instead of missing